Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame.
Self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Cutler. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Matt Forte. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Here's McCown. And he's got Will Tye complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On first down, this is Forte. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Cameron Wake, one of 3 NFL players in the last decade to have 10 or more sacks at the age of 34+. The other 2, Julius Peppers, John Abraham.
He makes game-changing plays as well. 9 forced fumbles in the last 2 seasons.
Again they run. Again it's Forte. And again the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. From up in on that game and others around the NFL. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Kiko Alonso from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
McCown throwing on second. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. From up in Foxborough. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's McCown to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's McCown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They stay on the ground. Forte again.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they start on 3rd and long.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Forte.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
They'll try and get it with Forte. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2. 3rd quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. So out now come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Forte gets the handoff from McCown. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A give. This is Forte. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. The play clock's running down. 3rd down, here's Forte. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Now they'll throw with McCown. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. The drive begins with a run by Forte. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now McCown. This is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws in the dump.
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Jets set to take the field.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first is McCown. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Safarian Jenkins. His first touchdown of the new season. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
Matt Forte with green grass ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte, 96 yards.
And the Jets are going to take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because he's...
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? And a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Buffalo. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jordan Matthews, only a couple yards shy of 100. He's at 98 receiving to this point. And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. McCown to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now McCown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. Fourth in Buffalo. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Trevor Siemian with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. And now out come the Jets. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now McCown got to have this one. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon. They did what they needed to do. They split their...
I done